Now, to do a walk, first of all, we walk forward like we normally do. When you walk, you hit your heel first and walk, and just walk. Exactly. So that part is the same. But now we want to put some rhythm to it and some extension. So there are only two ways to go from point A to point B. One is to fall, and you'll take your next step. If you don't fall, the only other way to get from point A to point B is to push off of your standing foot. So that's what we're going to use. We're actually going to use both, but right now we're starting with the push. So everybody, push off the ball of your foot, push, right. Now, to make sure we don't go too fast, because the push will give you a lot of power, which we want for dancing. That makes it very exciting. To make sure we don't go too fast, we turn our back toe over all the way to the toenail, and we don't move it until we hear the second count of the slow. We're using slows and quicks in tango. Slows have 2 counts of music, quicks have 1. We're using slows right now. Now we push off the left foot, push, and turn your toe over. That means this leg is bent. It's very different from ballet and jazz. We don't use a straightened leg. We use a bent leg to keep our torso underneath us. Then we push again. We push and turn that toe over immediately, push and turn that toe over. That keeps you anchored. Here we go again the other way. So we're going and. Push, turn over, push, turn over, push, turn over, push, turn over. Very good. This way. And. Push, turn over, push, turn over, push, turn over, push. Very good. Okay. Oh, we forgot to mention the posture. Before we even do that, we have to get into a dance posture. Walking posture does not create movement in the body, does not create dance. We have to bend our knees a little bit as number one, okay? We relax the knees, okay? We're going to exaggerate. And what we're trying to do here is show you the secrets of what the good dancers do to make them good dancers. And these things can't be seen, they actually have to be taught. Someone has to tell you because you can't see what's going on inside their body. Now we're going to exaggerate that so you can get the picture in your head and put it into your body. So what we do first is bend the knees. I'm exaggerating, of course. It's like skiing. Now there's a triangle back here. You connect your hamstring to your calf, to the point of your knee, and there's a triangle. That stays through the whole dance. Now we have another triangle. To create rhythm, we actually bend the knees and lean forward. Now there's a triangle right here where you're connecting your rib cage to your thighs, and there's the triangle right there. Okay? And that creates rhythm. This one has to stay locked the whole time, and there are varying degrees. You can go into it a lot, you can come out of it. So later on we'll tell how to know when to use varying degrees of it. But for right now, do that. Bend your knees a little bit and lean forward a little bit. A good back in tango dancing is not straight up and down, especially not back. Okay, it's never back here. Okay, sometimes you see that in ballroom competition dancing. They're doing that to be real big so they get noticed by the judges, so they get marked. Okay, so they dance as big as they can. Now tango, we don't do that. It's a cozier, more intimate dance, so that what we do is we have a very straight back, but it breaks right here and it leans forward. Now that also gives you the intimacy, because when we dance tango, the closest part of us is the chest plate. So we stay very close right there, and that's what makes tango so interesting and so intimate. So to create that, okay, we have a good back, which is a straight back, don't hunch, don't do this. A straight back, just angled forward about 2 degrees. Now you're in real good position to be able to maneuver around the floor. As a matter of fact, this is an athletic, ready position. In any sport, the ready position is knees bent, slightly forward, arms out here. Now you're ready to move. So we use that in dancing because we maneuver a lot in dancing. Okay, so now next we want to take a back step. We just did the forward step. If somebody's going forward, somebody has to be going backwards. And normally it's the lady, but it's not always true. Now to do that, okay, it's slightly different. On the forward movement, we went forward with the leg. On the back movement, we don't. She extends her leg out. Go ahead, Stephanie. Just like that, okay? Then when the guy comes into her, then she goes ahead and transfers her weight. Then she puts her next leg back without waiting for him. So she goes 1, and she puts her leg back and waits, okay? And this is a communication that we're going to get into. We just don't lead a pattern. We're constantly talking. Now right here, as we get in position, she starts putting her leg back. That's it. That tells me she's ready to go. I can feel that in her body. Then she waits till I actually start falling forward into her. Once she feels me falling forward into her, she goes ahead and puts her weight on that foot. So you see that? He listens to her leg, she listened for him to come in, and then we took off. And that's how it works all the time in leading and following. Okay, so she extends. I can feel her legs out of the way. I push, she reaches. Then she reaches again. 1, 2. And ladies, don't wait for him to move with his leg. You get your leg out of the way right away, otherwise you're going to be bumping into him the whole time. So here we go again. She extends. I fall through. Boom, she extends again. 1. So for a split second, okay, not very visible. Okay, this is what I mean. You have to have somebody tell you. For a split second, both of our legs are backwards. She just put hers back. As soon as I feel that, I put mine forward, she goes back again, then I can go forward each time. You have to feel that. You have to communicate that to make it comfortable in the dance and to get some kind of rhythm with the music, with the floor, and with your partner. So we're here again. She extends. I go. She extends again. 1, reach, and 2, reach, and walk. Okay? And like I said, we're down a little bit lower right now so you can see that. So what happens, Stephanie, would you do it alongside me now? A little bit in front. Okay? Now what's happening here, you can practice this. Put your leg back and return it. Put it back, return, back, return. So see, that's happening because we want to keep our chest plate to our partner. So that's happening before we move our body. Now we put it back, we transfer our weight, and we put it back again. We transfer our weight, and we reach with our toe, transfer, reach, transfer, reach, transfer. And that's how you do a back movement. Okay, so we'll do it again going this way. Okay, so we're going and, toe, go, toe, go, toe, go, toe, go, toe, transfer, toe. And that's how you do a very good back movement. Now there's more to it. In this, teaching how to get the rhythm of dancing, we're taking it in levels. So this is a very basic level. There's more to the walks that you'll learn later on in the intermediate and the advanced level. So now we have the walk, and that's how the dance originated back in the late 1800s. Okay, is the dance. Everybody knew how to walk, so we just walk to music. We go 1, 2, and slow, and slow, and slow, and slow, and we move together. We have a nice coordination between our bodies. Okay. Okay, then after we did that, people wanted to add some things to it, so we came up with different variations. So what happened, we're going to give you what's used as the common basic now. Tango can start a couple different ways, but the two main ways are for the guy to go back on his right foot and the lady to go forward on her left, or to go to the side. Okay, now ladies, for the ladies, if he goes to the side, if he goes to his left side, that's very easy to follow. Okay, because you can feel him pushing you to the right. Okay, but if he starts backwards, you have to know to go forward with your left, boom, like that. Now there is a way to lead it, and again we'll talk about that later. But for right now, okay, in the basic step, we're going to separate a little bit. I'll start back, she starts forward, then we're going to take a side step. Now she's going to go back, I'm going to go forward for a couple steps, and what happens here is the lady does a cruzada, which just means cross. Man comes together. Then we use our resolution, which is that forward side together, or for the lady back side together. So here we go again. So we're here, and he goes step, and she goes back, back. He comes together, she cruzadas, resolution. We start again. Step, side, walk, walk, cruzada, walk, side, close. Exactly. Okay, so we use that, and also if we're on the line of direction in any dance that goes around the floor, that moves, we go counterclockwise around the floor. Okay, so if we're going around the floor, the whole flow of the dance is moving. It's not best to step back with that foot because you might step on somebody. Okay, so what happens a lot of times, the guys will just start to the side and leave out the first part. Just go side, walk, walk, cruzada, walk, side, close, and then go side again. And the way he indicates that, and we'll talk about leading and following a little bit later on, but he just gives a slight push with his right hand, and then the partners go together. So one more time, let's take it from the other side, Stephanie. So here we go, and side, walk, walk, cruzada, side, close. Okay, we forgot to mention one thing. When we hit that third step, we go an outside partner. When we start, we're enclosed. We're right here in front of each other. We go, if we use the back start, we're going to use the back start now. 1, 2. The third step is outside partner, guys. That means both of your feet are totally to her right. That's outside partner. She walks, we close, then we come back into closed position when we do the resolution. Okay, so that is, and the way it got started, when they're dancing, just for your information. Okay, so they were dancing, doing their walks, boom, and somebody got the idea just to scoot out here, walk, and we just came with another variation. Okay, so everything comes from that walk. Everything after that, the dance is the walk. That's the rhythm of the dance. Everything after that is a variation just to keep it interesting. So, practice that, rewind, practice that, get comfortable from that. That is the common basic, and then next time we'll take you into the ochos.